Is the Giants to Spare Hillclimb, one of the oldest automobile events in America. It started in 1906, just 20 years after the automobile was invented, and it was the first such event in the continental United States. This is a race against the clock, where automobiles are divided into classes and compete for the fastest times. Each year, outside Wilkes Barre, Pennsylvania, Laurel Run is closed to traffic and becomes a grueling, snake-like race course. Thousands of spectators line the roadway to cheer on both amateur and professional drivers as they race to the summit. For the more serious competitors, there's only one man to beat, Oscar Kowaleski.
My record today, that was set 1977. In those times, we had a very powerful car, and you know, that's what it was. It was 600-700 horsepower and 1,700 pounds. They moved where you start. They moved that back, so now you have a faster rolling start. They're braking the light at a higher speed, so they carry that speed all the way to the top. And they got a nice new track, right? Yeah. It's nice and smooth. They got wider apexes. Look at the weather. The weather's fantastic. It's, you know, it's humid and cool enough to do good. But today, I think that they're doing a good job driving. You have Jerry Coffey, Tim Evans. You have a modified car here, I guess, of stock car type drivers, and I think they're doing a good job driving, but I don't know if they have the machinery. The hill is right, everything is ready for record breaking.
We beat the record in GT1 with this car this morning, and now we're going for bigger game, the overall hill record, which is 44 seconds. We have about 2 seconds to shave off our time. We're making some changes to the car, which we think will suffice in attaining that speed. Jerry Coffey, who's running a Formula Atlantic car, is probably at this point my only competition. He's a very seasoned race car driver, and he's been on this hill many more times than I've been.
I've been racing Giants to Spare since 1969, but with this new car, we've been here 4 years now. This is our fourth season campaigning, and this vehicle is an English-built open-wheel car. It's a Formula Atlantic vehicle. Basically, it's a very quick automobile, but we've been chasing the record that Oscar Kowaleski set back in 1977. We're chasing him with today's technology, 200 horsepower, 4 cylinders, lightweight, fantastic braking and handling.
We went up yesterday and felt out the hill, and it's in very good shape. And we went back and made some adjustments, some gear changing, and we think we're in very good shape for today. Previous to this, the surface was too bumpy, and it just didn't have the potential for the records. But with the newly paved surface and it's widened and the shoulders are redone, there's the potential for a record. And that's what's bringing the competitors here, and that's what brought myself here, the chance to set the record.
So as these hopefuls prepare to go for the record, other drivers line up for their chance to run the hill. These drivers are here for the fun of it, and they know their chances of setting a record are slim at best. But this is part of the attraction, the great variety of vehicles on hand. This Jaguar isn't the fastest car in competition, but certainly stands out from the crowd.
This bay is a 1954 Jaguar XK140 modified for competition, and it's got a lot of bits and pieces which make it a bit faster than the average car. It's undergone a complete and thorough checkup, because you wouldn't really want to run something like this up a hill at speed without it being bolted together properly. I've had the car for about 10 years, have tremendous fun with it, and I'm taking great pleasure today in seeing how much interest that people have in the cars. It's wonderful. I hope I've brought people a bit of pleasure coming up here, because they've certainly brought me a great deal of pleasure.
Well, having fun is what the hill climb is all about. But as the times are posted, some drivers are preparing for their last chance at beating the record.
The hill is right, everything is ready for record breaking. But I don't know if the right cars are here yet. Maybe next year.
From the time that we ran yesterday and we know the changes we made, we think we have a good shot at the record here.
We're scrambling at this point to try to make the changes that are necessary to get that extra speed, that extra mile per hour going up the hill.
Crosses the finish line at over 100 miles per hour, but he cannot beat Kowaleski's record. Tim Evans also has a good run, but not good enough.
I wish we had a couple more runs, but I guess everyone always wishes they had another run. Maybe they could do better on the next run. But we're pretty pleased for our first hill climb experience, and I think we'll do it. I'm sure we'll do it again.
And so the last hope for a new record waits at the starting line.
We don't want to catch up to him.
Jerry, pass him on the inside.
Coffee finishes the day less than a second behind Kowaleski's record.
I believe we're 9/10 away, 9/10 of a second away from breaking that record. But I think we just ran out of time. I think our day is done. So there will be next year, and we'll look forward to that.
We all look forward to next year's Giants Despair Hill Climb, one of the oldest and most severe tests of man and machine.